Well, this is Brother Peter with tidbits from the Word. I care not to add time or minutes to these excerpts. What I'm doing right here today is I want to show you how to live a godly life. Live so near to God that every man that meets you is made a little better by having met you. Live such a life each day that the world can see in you the true way of life. Be such a light that others can see the way to walk. Yourself for piety, to become a deeper piety and more godly in the joy of a Christian heart. Remember now, I'm using a preacher from back in the 1800s that wrote these words in this book, and early 1900s. By training, we become more pious. Now, that word pious means more spiritual, okay? The long, tender form and spelled by entwining the branches of the vine. He's talking about the vine keeper now, keeping the vine. Jesus is the vine keeper. But you must grow in order for him to weave with you. He can't weave with you if you're not growing. So you must grow. He keeps entwining them as they grow. And by such training from the lattice work made a shrubbery, the soul entwining with the meek and lowly life of Jesus will form a character of deep piety and sincere godliness. The daily life should be entwined with the life of Jesus. Let there be no reaching out for anything outside of him. For a proper development of the Christian graces, there must be a constant training of entwining of the soul with God. This linking more tightly is the result of growing in prudence by exercise. And exercise consists in reading the scriptures and praying in the deep thought or heart communion with God. The athlete takes such exercise and eats such food as will most properly develop and strengthen his muscles. The soul is like a muscle that has any longing for more of God. It must exercise to have its yearnings gratified, to be conscious of the growing up into Christ, to feel the soul entwining more and more with the life of God in fullness of joy and perfect happiness. Christian reader, listen to this. Is there any inherent ardent flame of pure love in your heart? Do you walk with Jesus in a devout, trustful, reverent spirit? Do you oftentimes find your mind contemplating the wonders of the creation, of a glorious and salvation, and of salvation, of the glories and of salvation? Is your soul habitated to breathe in the atmosphere of heaven deeply? Is that holy awe filling you? Is the tender sensibility of spiritual things filling your heart? Is that fine, keen edge upon your soul that gives such adversity for holy things? Is to become more godly a sincere desire of your heart? Then diligently perform. Diligently now, he says, perform all the duties that belong to the godly life. Some give great diligence for a time and then make spiritual gain and then lose it all in a day of slackness. But do not slack. Be content. Be persevering. Be encourager. Be an encourager. I go to a Sunday school class called The Encouragers, a great teacher, encouraging people. Reach forth, press forward, and to the prize of meekness, peace, and godliness will crown your life. We will see you next time. Right, Brother Peter with a word from the Lord today.